like to ask, who you are when you are not creating. And I love that you kind of sprinkled that in there because, like, we love a good island moment. What is your favorite non-creative thing to do?
I am like a living black mermaid. I absolutely love to be in the water so much that I have my scuba diving license. So if you
Ooh,
ever want to go scuba diving, I can take you. I wouldn't advise
let's do
it, but I
it.
could. I just love being in the water. Yeah.
I love that. I too love being in the water, so definitely empathize with that. I feel like it's pretty interesting because we'll get into this as well. But Blended Christmas is a film, family dynamic. We're getting into all the things, but it's set on Christmas. And so, with that in mind, why not like a family holiday vacation movie? Why Christmas instead?
That was, I guess, kind of strategic. I wrote Blended Christmas for myself, as a way to, get over a heartbreak. But I also knew that networks are always looking for Black Christmas movies. I could go like any network, whether it's All Black, BT, Lifetime, they're looking for content. And so I thought it was a good move for me as a newer writer to write a holiday film.
I love that. And I think that's free game because it's like, okay, if you're trying to break into the industry and your
Yeah.
your projects aren't making it, make it Christmas. Just
Yes,
take it.
yes, yes.
I
And
love
that's
that.
and that's also my lane. Like, they're also looking for thrillers, but I like to watch horror. I like to watch thrillers, but when my imagination is at work, it's me and God, and I just like to think about beautiful, happy, loving, divine things. So,
I love that. God is threaded throughout your projects.
yes.
And I feel like in the industry where things can be very polarized and that can be touchy, what does that look like for you to make sure that that is threaded? Like you get some supernatural, you get some spiritual, you're going to see these angels, you're going to hear me drop a gem about, God. Like, what does that look like for you?
So God is my everything, my best friend, the lover of my life and my soul. And I would not be even writing if not from a relationship with God. And so it is so important to me to include my faith and the divine in this process because like ideas don't come from like the mind. Well, they can, but the way I write, my ideas are inspired. And it's like, where does that inspiration come from? It comes from the part of us that is most connected from God, right? And so I always want to include that element in my writing. But I also don't want to make people feel ostracized because it may be, too like in your face. So I try to include God in a more personal aspect. So we're impersonal as to what it's been like for me. So I like to like I have prophetic dreams. I have moments where I've actually had visions and experiences. So I like to include that element of it and also the themes of what God is to me, which is love, forgiveness, patience, understanding, tolerance. All those things are part of my work.
So I think like with any project in any genre or anything, your audience and who you're looking to reach and like who needs to hear it is going to hear it. So I think amazing job with how you even kind of threading that through that for sure.
Thank you so much for saying that. Like for real, I really appreciate you saying that because it is a really big part of my work and like my ministry. So thank you.
Love that. I love that. What's next? Is there anything we can look forward to? Where can we follow you? Give us all the things.
Yes, so I'm launching a nonprofit in 2025 called the Becoming Love Project. And it's
Oh,
about
okay.
teaching people how to use storytelling as a way to heal. Because I mentioned that writing the ending that I want is how I shape all of my movies. And I want to gift that experience to other people because it helped transform my life in such a profound way, writing these stories where I'm just playing my imagination, imagining what it would be like to have, the love of my life still here with me and so forth. So I want to show other people the power of storytelling as a way to heal and move past their heartbreak and their trauma.
Absolutely. Give us a drop on where we can find you, all the handles, all the tags, all the websites.
You can find me across Facebook and Instagram and pretty much all social media at Tamela Baldwin, and also my production company, Soul Kisses Productions.
I love it. We cannot wait to watch Blended Christmas We cannot wait. Tamela, thank you again for being with us. And y'all, thank you so much for watching yet another episode of In Creative Colors. So as I mentioned, one of the stars that Tamela has in her film is Lamar K. Cheston, who will be joining us next month to chat with us on all things Lamar. So make sure y'all stay tuned in. Thank y'all for tuning in today.